Hello, wherever you are. This is Ronald wafula, and this is the open floor at RJ Media. And today, of course, I have our guest here at studio. And at this time, let me just let him introduce himself as we continue with the show.
By the name, I go by the name Brian Lemayan, political analyst.
Yeah, sure. So as you have heard, he's Brian Lemayan, and he is a political analyst, where today we'll be discussing about some social media influencers. Here we'll be talking about figures like Eric Omondi and other political and other social media influencers who recently we have been witnessing shifts in their Eric Omondi. Earlier he was doing social media, but currently we have seen Eric Omondi coming up with Sisi kwa Sisi. But today, with that introduction, I think just a small overview of the topic. We have had so many political social media influencers and other media practitioners shifting from social media influencer to political sphere. What is your take on this matter? Because recently we witnessed the likes of Sugar Boy recently yesterday, who reported that he has resigned from the field of journalism, and also earlier we had witnessed other scenarios. But today, just an overview of the topic: social media influencers and politics, the relationship. Because what do you think is the reason why these people are moving from social media influencer or media practitioners to politics?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Speaking of Sugar Boy, maybe let's start from there. Speaking of Sugar Boy, this person has been in industry for 9 years now.
Yes.
So seeing 9 years is a lot. He has gained a lot of skills, a lot of things, and him himself, by the letter he has ile barua ambayo amepeana jana, tuliona kwamba he said he gained experience in Radio Maisha, a lot of things, and again he added that Radio Maisha has provided him with a lot of things. He started by saying, like, not bragging, but the media industry has given him a lot of things, but now it's high time for him to focus on agriculture and politics. So speaking on agriculture and politics, you never know which side is he going to dwell in so much, but he has said politics and agriculture. So we don't know which side he will dwell in, deep much concern, but we are waiting for his works or his words to see where is he dwelling on muchly.
Thank you, Brian Lemayan. But still on that, earlier we witnessed this case or this scenario where the MP of Langata, I'm talking about Jalango, because that is what so many people know him of, that name, the title. So I think Jalango is one of the big figures in communication practitioner in the field of communication, and we have witnessed even other politicians. We also heard about Stephen Leto. I think even he's from your county, because you told me earlier that you come from Narok County. So what is your take on this? Because you have said that Sugar Baby, maybe he might base on agriculture or maybe politics, like he has not guaranteed specifically where he's heading to. So what about Jalango and Stephen Leto, who already they have for Leto, he has started the foundation. I think we have Leto Foundation, and for Jalango, I think he will be aspiring for senatorial seat in Nairobi County come 2027. So what is your take on them?
Okay, let's start with Stephen Leto. Knowing that Stephen Leto is a senior reporter and citizen, but now coming back, he want to go back to the county, Narok County, and specifically Kilgoris constituency. So maybe MP seat, that is the city wants. And the reason why Leto is doing this, we have seen him recently. He started his foundation, the Stephen Leto Foundation, and under Stephen Leto Foundation, there was a lot of things that have been done. So recently we have seen that there's a child from Osoye Academy.
Sure.
He brought her, and he said he will be paying for his school fees right from the primary school,
Sure.
secondary school up to university. So speaking of that, recently Leto just give out some things. Alipeana orodha za vitu ambazo ataweza kufanya akiweza kuingia katika kiti hicho cha mbunge wa eneo hilo. One, the maendeleo ya huko, it has been imedunishwa sana. Maanake ukiangalia, if you go for your birth certificate, it will take time for you to get. If you go for your ID, let me say, like for now, if you cut an ID in maybe March, you'll expect it to come on maybe August or even December, because there is no follow-up on this. And looking upon, speaking again on Leto, we see the roads of Kilgoris, they are not much good. So Leto is thinking on how he'll bring these people together and do what has not been done, because of late these years we have seen the people who are leading the people of Kilgoris or Narok people are old people. Now it's high time Leto is advocating that it's high time for youths to lead them, because youths are still young and they have that energy to lead these people, you see. Yes. So Leto is willing to change the constituency, to change the county by bringing up new facilities. We see like recently there's this ongoing thing. Kuna mwanaume mmoja ambaye kwa jina MC Mwenyewe ameweza kutembea takriban kilomita 215 ili amfikie na governor wa Narok County, but he has not reached the Narok County governor, because that time Narok County governor went another place, because this time there's a lot of heavy rains there. So this means that Leto is supporting these youths so that they can get what they need as youths, you see. So anataka kuleta maendeleo yale ambayo yamekuwa yakidunishwa na hao ambao uongozini. Then speaking of Jalango, as one of the media practitioners, and he stepped down, now he's an MP. And coming 2027, he's saying that he wants to fight for senator seat. But I don't think it will be that much easy. Though we don't know Sifuna, because we have been seeing recently the crowd saying Sisi ndo Sifuna. So we don't know if Sifuna will be the ODM candidate for presidential.
Sure.
So, but if you compare Jalango and Sifuna in that seat of senatorial, you cannot tell me Jalango will beat Sifuna. There's no way. So, but of him resigning from the media industries and coming to politics, maybe even him, he has seen that these people who are in the ground, they need to be heard.
Sure. And
if I stay in this media, maybe I have an maybe passion on politics, I'll deliver them from this bondage and bring them to new sonnet. So that is what these people are trying to do, to deliver people from that old place and try to bring them in a new place, so that they might be changes. Yeah.
So thank you so much, Brian Lemaya. So to our viewers, I think you are following up, and maybe you might be having some questions that you'd like to ask. You can send your SMS, or you can make a call via 07 13 49 23 67, and I'll be going through the questions so that our guest will be answering your question. But just to continue, of course, we have witnessed these big figures from media,
yeah,
and a lot of them, and just to go outside of media industry, we have also social media,
yeah,
and the social media about Eric Omondi, and even some particular pastors whom I will not mention, and I think they had a very big role during the Gen Z movement in 2024.
Yeah.
We had some particular figures who came up at that time, and of late we have had some of them declaring that they will be aspiring for a particular seat as we approach 2027. Do you think what if it is just because of maybe some just like maybe they want to benefit from something, because of course some people they are just they just want power.
Yeah.
And to some extent maybe if they are in that position, yeah, we end up even maybe as citizens they end up not giving what they expected. All those promises that you have spoken of, so many things that some that maybe Leto has started, but how as citizens sure that indeed this thing that Leto is saying, or this particular figure is saying, or this influencer is saying, that how will they be sure that indeed these people are going to do this thing? Because of course this is the first time these people are introducing themselves to the political sphere.
Yeah.
So they might like that experience, and maybe it's just because of the drive. Of course, you have these influencers, they have big numbers on their social media platform.
Yeah.
When you go to your Twitter account, to their Twitter account, to their Facebook account, they have a lot of numbers.
Yeah.
And I think some of them maybe might think that those numbers might help them, or maybe because of the brand that they have built, maybe they think the crowd might support them. So what is your take on this? Because I'm not very sure, and I'm not convinced that these people might have that big experience, or maybe I'm not convinced that what they say, all of them are going to do as they have said.
Okay, one thing I love to say, speaking about politics,
Yes.
it's not about the viewers or the numbers of people you have influenced them online. Because a lot of people, you have a lot of viewers or a lot of followers from all over the country. So not specific people from your constituency or from your county are just there in your following list. So in getting in touch with politics, you have to at least have some experience or have some to know what are the challenges that these people are facing. Of late you have seen like Stephen Leto, he has been getting into ground.
Sure.
Doing this, getting into ground, like most of the time fundraising is there.
But just to cut you short, you said that social media, or the number that people have in their social media, or maybe the followers or subscribers might not help.
Yeah.
But just to tell you that some countries like United States of America, Korea, and the other European and other first world countries, they are using social media. And even in Kenya here, I think Mr. President, I have been seeing this TikTok account for president. It is called there is a TikTok account called State House Kenya.
Yes.
And it has been used for political duties. So why do you think social media cannot be used? I think it can be used.
Okay, for that, you have spoken about these first world countries.
Sure.
And remember, in Kenya, in these first world countries, they run their politics, either social media, like recently we have seen in Japan.
Sure.
They have been doing their campaigning online.
Yeah.
And now they did their campaign online and they did voting online. You see, now their votes were being counted, and the number and the winner was produced exactly. But tell me, in Kenya, you can run online, then during the time of producing that this is the winner, do you think the Kenyans will agree? They will not. Then these people, because they have experience or they have garnered a famous name through this online platform, this will make the people of the ground or the people in their home area to see this person is famous and what. But now, getting into it, you need to have passion in what you do. You cannot tell me that I will come to do politics, yet I'm not passionate in that politics.
Sure.
So I'll not deliver as much as what I want. Me, as long as I'll get into politics, I get in that seat, I'll sit there. How many leaders are you seeing? They are just in the seat. They are not doing what is expected to be done. And that is why you are seeing every ground is saying one term. Not that because they want these leaders to be out. No, because there are no things that these leaders are doing. They are not bringing up infrastructures that they said, when I get into office, I'll bring this. When I get into office, your children will get bursaries. But now, they are not doing it. So these people will go on social media, they'll just post that we are doing this, yet in ground, these people in their area, when you ask him, how do you think this person will do? Okay, speaking of that, we have seen Eric Omondi recently is at Sisi kwa Sisi. If this person come into his area, we'll say, these people of his area will see this person has been helping people to get money or what. So they say through his foundation, Sisi kwa Sisi Foundation, at least this person is passionate to help those who are in need. So we'll see if we be electing to go to the office, will he deliver what he was delivering when he was at Sisi kwa Sisi Foundation? Because now he'll be getting funding from government. Will he do as much kutoka kwa hii ambaye alikuwa anafanya? Kwa sababu hii ni pesa ambayo unategemea mtu akusaidie, ndivyo na ukaweze kusaidia mwingine. Lakini kwa sasa hivi anaingia katika serikali, atapata pesa ya serikali, na ile pesa ataona ni majukumu ya watu gani ndaweka kipaumbele kuliko majukumu yake mwenyewe. Yeah, that's that.
Okay, thank you so much, Brand Lemayan, and we are so grateful to have you today in our studio. And just because of the interest of time, I will like to stop there for today. But until next time, this is RJ Media, the open floor, and it is the desk for political news. Every time, every hour. This is Ronald wafula. Until next time, bye bye.